We're diving into part 7 of over 400 mind-blowing facts about the Big Bang Theory. So if you thought you knew it already, buckle up, because there's plenty more to uncover. In this video, we'll explore hidden details, key script decisions, nods to iconic shows, surprise cameos, and of course, even more hilarious moments. Let's jump in. The Season 6 finale is the only episode in the series where, alongside the end credits music, you hear a voiceover and it's Raj's. The writers decided to drop Raj's selective mutism in that Season 6 finale because it was holding back his storylines, and they'd already mined every possible joke from it. Kunal Nair and Simon Helberg were thrilled to ditch those scenes where Raj whispered in Howard's ear. That's how we learned Raj's actually smooth with women when he wants to be. For the hesitation ramification, they cut a scene of Raj and Stewart chatting up a woman at the mall to fit the runtime. Chuck Lorre hoped to bring back Lexi Contursi, the actress from that scene, in another role, but it never happened. Bernadette faking her laugh at the restaurant with Howard, and Amy parodies Meg Ryan's famous fake orgasm scene from When Harry Met Sally, 1989. Carrie Fisher and James Earl Jones didn't actually know each other in real life until they filmed The Convention Conundrum. During Star Wars, Fisher was on set while Jones recorded Darth Vader's voice from a sound booth. They never crossed paths. James Earl Jones' bit where he rings Carrie Fisher's doorbell and bolts? That wasn't scripted, Jones improvised it on the spot. The dining table Leonard buys only appears in The Table Polarization. That futuristic car at the end of The Mommy Observation is one of the first prototypes of the electric sparrow from Electromechanica. In The Mommy Observation, Raj and Leonard joke that their murder mystery game rips off Terminator, which itself ripped off another production. That's a nod to Harlan Ellison suing the Terminator studio for plagiarism. James Cameron, the writer-director, denied it and was ready for court, but the studio said they'd cover costs only if he won. Cameron, just building his name, settled out of court. Today, he insists the script is all his and that Ellison was a serial litigator. The script Penny reads in The Indecision Amalgamation was written by Vince Gilligan, creator of The X-Files and Breaking Bad. Check the vanity card on the cover. It's a thank you from Chuck Lorre featuring Jesse Pinkman's signature catchphrase. The Altair and Vega story Raj mentions telling Emily is a 2,600-year-old Chinese legend about the weaver-maid Jinu, a celestial fairy, and cowherd Nyolang. They're star-crossed lovers celebrated at the annual Qixi Festival, also known as Tanabata in Japan and Korea. The Star Wars-style effects on Professor Proton were crafted by ILM, the same team behind the original films. They gave Bob Newhart extra time on set to nail his performance while perfecting the visuals. When Sheldon adjunct teaches to switch his focus to dark matter, he buys cookies and asks students which scientist who shares a cookie name helped invent calculus. That's likely Gottfried Leibniz, who independently developed key ideas in integral and differential calculus alongside Newton. Balson, a Hanover company, named their Leibniz biscuits after him. In the vanity card for The Hookup Reverberation, Chuck Lorre joked it was his last, but he kept them coming. The voice of Dr. Oliver Lorvis' mom in The Misinterpretation Agitation belongs to Annie O'Donnell, who played Amy's mom in Season 4. Dr. Oliver Lorvis borrows traits from Raj, Howard, Sheldon, Leonard, and Stewart. That's why they all adore him and crash his place to geek out over his collection. Sheldon's I Love You to Amy before prom in The Prom Equivalency was filmed in one perfect take. The audience reaction is 100% real, no editing was needed. The clean room infiltration riffs on Breaking Bad's Fly episode, where Walt and Jesse obsess over a fly in the lab, even copying some camera angles. After Carol and Susie, Howard's mom, passed away, the gang placed her photo on Leonard's fridge as a heartfelt tribute. Pamela Adlon was considered to voice Howard's mom before killing off the character. Instead, she provided baby Hallie Wolowitz's cries, sneaking in a nod to Mrs. Wolowitz. When Leonard, Raj, Amy, and Emily tackle the escape room, Amy and Emily are dressed as Velma and Daphne from Scooby-Doo. During rehearsal breaks, the cast unwound with casual ping-pong matches. Howard's half-brother in The Fortification Implementation vanishes from the show after that. Howard even claims he has no siblings. Penny's reaction to Howard and Raj singing her song at Stewart's comic shop? Totally unscripted. Kaylee Cuoco couldn't stay in character and cracked up, unlike the others, so they kept her genuine laugh. The Leonard Nimoy documentary filming in the Spock Resonance is real, called For the Love of Spock. It features interviews with Mayim Bialik, Jim Parsons, and Bill Prady. The opening night excitation is the only episode where the title actually appears on screen. For Penny realizing Sheldon's gearing up for his first time with Amy, they shot multiple takes, including spitting wine and dropping the glass. The final cut? Penny smashing the glass in her hand. In The Sales Call Sublimation, Sheldon and Raj discover an asteroid but struggle with naming it, settling on Amy. In real life, there are asteroids named after the main actors of the series with numbers 8621 through 8627, plus one named Sheldon Cooper with number 246247. Leonard trying to bribe the restaurant staff? A direct nod to Chandler pulling the same stunt in Friends. When Bernadette's about to tell Howard she's pregnant, a rabbit pops up in her hot tub. Rabbits symbolize fertility across many cultures. Sheldon's birthday party skips his mom and grandma, likely because they were celebrating his twin sister Missy's birthday instead. The cabin where Penny, Leonard, Sheldon, and Amy go is the same one from Two Broke Girls. Johnny Galecki personally asked Judd Hirsch to play Leonard's dad, since Galecki modeled Leonard after Hirsch's character from the 1978 series Taxi. Early buzz suggested Emily, Raj's girlfriend, would join the main cast with opening credits, but it never happened. Even though Sheldon once told Amy he'd never let Amy sit in his spot, she sneaks onto the couch for a brief moment in The Hot Tub Contamination. Chuck Lorre's vanity cards from The Veracity Elasticity through The Romance Recalibration riff on the US presidential election. Apartment props often go unnoticed, except when Sheldon freaks out over the bike blocking the elevator. That periodic table shower curtain? It's Sheldon's, spotted in Penny's bathroom when Sheldon and Amy move in. The imported beer Howard brings when Raj hunts for a new place is Hoegaarden, brewed in Belgium. The allowance evaporation is the show's shortest episode. In The Recollection Dissipation, Sheldon's blackout hunt for his lost notebook full of secrets nods to The Hangover's wild amnesia plot. Beyond Klingon, Sheldon's self-taught Mandarin, German, Spanish, Finnish, Persian, Arabic, and even Hindi. Since Raj never actually learned Hindi, he has to ask Sheldon to translate for him. A hilarious twist since Sheldon previously bragged about speaking Raj's language, referring to English. Melissa Rauch pulled off her own ventriloquism scenes in The Cognition Regeneration while chatting with Howard. The hotel room set when Amy heads to Princeton? It's the same as her old apartment before shacking up with Penny. Bernadette's, Amy's, and Leonard's glasses? Pure props, no lenses. After Carol and Susie's passing, Howard's mom, her voice returns one last time in The Bitcoin Entanglement via archived audio. The board game Sheldon brings Bernadette pre-baby Michael, the campaign for North Africa, 1978, is infamous as one of the longest, toughest games ever, and a total collector's item. In The Gates Excitation, Penny gives Bill Gates a tour of her workplace while Sheldon geeks out. But Raj reveals they'd already met years ago, and after Sheldon ripped into him over Windows Vista, Gates punched him right in the nose. The role of Larry Fowler wasn't even meant for Teller. It was only after finishing the script that producers realized Amy's quiet, submissive father was the perfect fit for the illusionist, since Teller is famous for never speaking in his act with Penn Jillette. Courtney Hengeler, who played Sheldon's twin sister Missy, was actually pregnant in real life while filming Sheldon and Amy's wedding episode. That's a wrap on part 7, but we're not done yet. In the 8th and final installment, we'll uncover more set secrets, little-known trivia, extra references, records smashed, and the lasting legacy that makes this comedy gem one of the most beloved shows ever.